This is Wayne Viner and intern Mason. We're at Koons Ford Security Boulevard, and we're looking at Mustangs today. Mason, got a 5-liter here. About how many horsepower does this thing roll with?
Well, it's rolling about 460 right now. It's just one of the best cars for the money.
Yeah, the base price on this car is around $39,000. We'll show you the sticker here. It's got about $12,000 in options. Look at these tires, the Brembo brakes. It's a stick shift, which I love. You might not quite be ready for yet.
No, not quite there. You know, we've been practicing, but this is a different kind of beast.
Oh, this is a major league beast. We're going to take a look at the rest of the car. We'll go inside this Mustang 5-liter.
And now we're back here. It's Mason with Ethan, and we're taking a look at these tires. And Ethan, tell us about them.
So these are Michelin's highest end tires. These are the Pilot Sport Cup 2s, the same ones you'll see on like exotic cars like the Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche. They are incredibly thick, 305 millimeters across. And here you have these gorgeous rims with the Brembo brakes, and they're just gorgeous all around.
Yeah, and when I look at this car, we keep on pointing out the same things that you see on Ferrari and Lamborghini.
All right, this one is just gorgeous. A gorgeous red. You get your air intakes. You've got LED lighting, high intensity, high beams. Mason, what about that splitter?
Well, it just looks mean. And as Bruce put it, the Mustang always has eyes. People always want to look at this car, and the front appearance sells at the best. The splitter, the air intakes, and of course the pony up front.
That pony looks great. You said this one's a special order?
Yeah, special order here to Koons Ford. Dennis loves these. They sell. And that's what brings people to Koons Ford, because they always have cars like this.
This is a 2018 Mustang. Need to get some gas in here. Mason's going to jump in here with me. We're going to take this for a spin. But the controls, the materials, you come up here and you go, it's soft touch. You got your red stitching. Got your brushed aluminum. Got your nav. Got the extra gauges that you expect in a Mustang, some of the old style toggle switches, plus you got your on-off start button there. Really, really nice package. Now with these toggle switches, you've got your modes, which then come up here, and that's normal. I'm going to click the toggle switch again. It stays normal. Sport, track. So that's really cool. And you have your driver's controls here.
Yeah, and with all of that, you can see how the digital display changes. And really, I love the toggle switches.
Traction control, off and on. And I really like that tachometer across the top there. So drop this back to normal mode, and there's drag strip. That's going to be fun. Snow, which is a tough mode there, and normal. So just for testing today, we're going to leave it at normal. Mason, what do you see? What attracts your eye?
Well, I love this carbon fiber effect, and these two things. I remember one of my favorite cars, one of the old BMWs has these switches, and I love how American Muscle always has them, the oil pressure, and really I love the toggles, and this push to start button, it just makes it look like a race car. Makes it look like it's ready to launch right off the line.
Well, we saw with this 5-liter, you actually do have those types of controls here. So what's next? Oh, the back seat. Well, there is a back seat. Take a look back there. Not the biggest back seat.
Hey, but back in the day when we've had a few of these on rental and stuff, and I used to be able to jam myself back there.
But there's very little space between a full-sized Mason the intern and with me, very little space in the back seat, but you could fit a couple little kids back there. You want to take a look down, we'll take some of the other controls. Shaker audio, we have the Ford Sync, have one USB, and we have what used to be a cigarette lighter. In the middle, second USB, second lighter. So that's fairly well equipped in a fairly deep box.
Yeah, and a slot to put iPod in to hold it, or a phone while it's charging in there.
Two standard cup holders.
So
and one gorgeous 6-speed gear shifter.
So my favorite thing about the interior of the car is is actually how much they improved the Ford Sync system over time. It used to be kind of questionable, but they've really reassured it, and for their premium models like this one, it's actually known as one of the best now.
Oh. Well, it makes the kind of sound that I always wanted, which is your foot and the engine noise, the revs, really match up. There's no delay in waiting for the engine to catch up. Now we're going to try and go out the side lock here to catch the light, and we're going to go buy some gas, and we'll take our test drive. And we want to thank Koons Ford of Security Boulevard and Dennis Koulatsis and Tom, the sales manager. Boy, does this thing want to go.
Yeah,
wow.
To me, we've generally had European cars in our house the whole life.
Yeah.
What you don't get is that nice American rumble.
It's a short clutch. Now this is a special model. It's a sport model, and there's very few of these available on the East Coast of the United States, probably in the United States right now. And so there's 3 of these here at Koons Ford, and we're just going to jump out into traffic here. And get ready to make our left turn. And I have put about 400,000 miles on stick shifts, and this one is touchy. This is a nice one. So overall, it has 16 miles on it, so it's virtually brand new, and just turning it on is a blast. So let's take this first left turn in the car, get a little bit of gas, a little bit of clutch, and away we go into second gear. 6-speed stick shift and stoplight to stoplight. Oh, you just do this for the sound. It drives great, but the sound is fantastic. You get an emotional pull. I don't know if it's going through the camera lens. There's an emotional pull to driving this car. And this is clearly a flagship automobile. You get all your modern conveniences, and this thing is just a beast. So this fuel tank is on the left side from Koons, the gas certificate, as this is their car. So we'll be back in a moment, and we'll put some speed to this.
So I have now shifted to the back seat, and the seat's really nice back here, actually. Ethan, impressions?
It's definitely better up front. You have a lot more bolstering on the seats, but still headroom is kind of an issue. Like, I'm only 5'8", so that usually is an issue in most cars, but definitely tight, even up here.
So I'd like to thank, once again, Dennis Koulatsis and fine folks at Koons, and for our radio partner, Bruce Posner, for helping us set this up. And we're doing a little back roading around Baltimore. Just have the rush of unlimited power. Usually when we get to this point in the test drive, when we hit a straightaway, we will give it a little wiggle. Guys, you want to try that today? Because here's our straightaway.
Yes.
All right, starting off to the right, we're just going to bounce it left and right a little bit and just see how it regains its weight. Don't want to go out and crush it, as they say, because I've got these racing slicks almost that are not heated up. Got a little bit of drizzle, so this is not an ideal driving condition, but it's pretty good. I will tell you, I did not expect it to stop that fast.
Straight line.
You do a little straight line, yeah, but I'm leaving it in normal mode, and we might come back a day or two and bring Dennis or Tom along with us and flip it over to a more aggressive But since it's, once again, first time on the wheel, car doesn't have 17 miles on it yet, I don't want to give it a full out. So we'll try and keep it under wraps. The basic thing here is to get a look. If you already want one of these, you already want the car. I will give you that, and I can see why. This, I've driven as a daily driver, daily rider, Jaguar, BMW, Audi, Saab, Ford SHOs, which were magnificently fast cars for their time. Downshifting, so we made all the way up to 5th gear. We're just taking it a roll as soon as we come level here. It's this way and that way.
Ripped the sticker off the side. That's what just happened.
Huh? The sticker?
The special order one, just like.
Is the camera still in the car?
Yep. Yeah.
This is quite the ride, and as others have pointed out, there's more of the Ethan and Mason set. You just wouldn't expect these explosive driving dynamics, the speed, the stick shift's just wonderful. A car that, you know, it just looks like a Mustang on the outside. You start looking at the details, and you see that it's a 5-liter, it's got the splitter, it's got the great lights, it's got the fantastic tires. These are some grippy tires, and the Brembo brakes, and you got the whole package. We're going to go inside and try the Recaro seats in a bit, but overall this is absolutely a buy, and the dashboard's wonderful, the controls are easy and hands reach. If you like American sports cars, if you like sports cars, you got to take a look at the Mustang, and a great place to do it is Koons Ford of Security Boulevard. So we're going to wrap up our test drive in the red one, and we're going to go inside and take a look at the red one with the Recaro seats and talk a little bit about the options that you can get with this beautiful American Ford Mustang. So what is it about the Performance 2 package that makes it so hard to get?
It's brand new, just came out a couple months ago, and no one's had them in stock yet.
How many of those are here?
Right now we got 2.
The orange one and the red one?
Yep. 2 orange ones, I think.
This is one heck of a color. All right, guys, say hi. So do you actually fit back there?
Well,
I can't see Mason. There he is.
don't have much headroom.
Uh-huh.
Don't have much legroom either, but I am...
For a short trip, you'd be okay?
For a short trip, no more than, I'd say 10 minutes, and hopefully no bumps, because my head is going to hit the ceiling on every bump.
All right, well put.
The different generations of it, and you can definitely see, like with a lot of these days, just the constant improvement as our tech on our phones, and now with the smartwatches, inside the car is trying to catch up with that.
Right. The ride was fantastic. The shape, it's the classic eye-catching American beauty. Just a great car, and I really like the summer tires. So come out to Koons Ford, take a look for yourself. Once again, GT Performance Package Level 2 is what we drove today. And we take one more look. I'm going to go and take a look at the car seats, then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so this one in particular, does not have all of the digital handiwork that the one that we drove outside, more traditional gauges. But one thing that it does have is these Recaro seats. Now, Ethan took a look at the GT350 earlier, and you notice immediately that the seat hugs you, and it's firmer. It doesn't have all the electronic whiz-bangery. This is a real, true sports seat, and I really like the feel of it. There are a little more on this car, but I think if you go all the way to getting a performance pack, getting the Recaro seats definitely fits in with this car. The Magnerite suspension, the Brembo brakes, the summer tires, the whole package goes together. So in wrapping up, love the car, love the seats, just love the sound of that engine and the power, and it's just a blast driving a true stick shift with the 460 horsepower. It was amazing. So we're going to take a look at some more cars here on the lot, and please give Dennis at Koons Ford a call if you're interested. Again, it's the 2018 Ford Mustang GT with Performance Pack Level 2, and it's a blast.